picks for the situation that the franchise has been in. They're very sensible picks. They don't need anything, so they just go for
No.
huge upside. Um, the criticism of them, I suppose, is Jokic in certain playoff matchups. But then the other side of that is the criticism of the Jazz, who seem in some cases to be regarded higher than the Nuggets, is they don't have that superstar, that top 10 player in the league.
Yeah.
The Nuggets have got that. I mean, Jokic is a pretty solid MVP candidate, I think.
Yeah. What did you actually put in your predictions, actually, in the predictions article for MVP?
I can't remember. I've done so many different predictions.
If
I
you,
think I might have put Jokic. I'm not sure. I put Jokic on a
I,
thing I put on Twitter today.
oh,
I just covered all the bases and named everyone as MVP.
oh, I did.
I did. I had Nikola Jokic.
I went Steph Curry, actually.
Yeah.
Should we should we talk about Steph Curry?
Yeah, suppose so. Go
Um,
on then.
because I I put him on my thing. Because yeah, basically I think Steph Curry's going to win the MVP. That was my prediction, anyway. Um, and the Warriors are going to be in that group.
I'm less confident now the Klay Thompson news, if that turns out to be accurate.
Is it news though? I mean, is that actually news? Do you want to say what the news is, actually, in case people haven't heard?
Steve Kerr has said it's unlikely that Klay Thompson will play this season. Whether that is not actually that certain a comment, really, whether that comes out and sticks throughout the season, I don't know. There was always a chance if they weren't in a good position that they'd just give him the year off, wasn't there?
Yeah, but that is just so different from what the timeline was
Yeah.
before, and there's been no other news of it. And I mean, if they are in in the playoffs, I mean, are they really gonna just not bring him back? And before you mentioned he's meant to be back way before the playoffs, was always meant to be back. I reckon that is just an example of lowering expectations, and it can be
Idols.
a wave of positivity when he does come back earlier. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's also, well, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe some news comes out that he's had a setback and then it would change it. I agree with you about that plays down expectations even more. The first reactions to there's no Klay Thompson at all is, oh my God, are they even going to make the playoffs? And then if they're in the 7 seed when he comes back, it's like, oh my God, watch out, the Warriors are coming. So
Yeah,
I take it with a pinch of salt for now.
yeah. But and also the other thing is, even without Klay Thompson, I mean, if they have Klay Thompson, I mean, yeah, I'm sort of amazed by how much they've sort of been written off.
Yeah, without Klay Thompson, they've got 3 All-Stars.
Yeah, if they have Klay Thompson, they still have 4 All Stars. I mean, obviously, yeah, D'Angelo Russell's not nowhere near the level of Kevin Durant, but they played the last year or two probably they played their best basketball when Kevin Durant wasn't on the court. Anyway, when Kevin Durant was out.
The numbers of Steph and Draymond without any of the others over the last couple of seasons are ridiculous.
Yeah,
Is about if Draymond is a fatigue thing. Can Steph's body cope with the demand on him that will be placed on him this season? And will we get Draymond? Because Draymond in the playoffs could be an all-star again. I mean, he was phenomenal.
yeah,
If they can do that and find a way to be okay defensively, I think they can be a playoff team.
yeah. Well, the thing is with Steph as well is that he's done it before, hasn't he? Before Durant, he's had just dominant seasons of scoring and doing everything.
Yeah.
And obviously he still can shoot like that. He can obviously still shoot at that level, as we've still seen it.
Yeah.
But he just hasn't been taking anywhere near as many shots. And I think this year he may well take the most shots of like his whole career
He
because
might go
there's not
full
even going to be
James
any
Harden.
Clay for most of it.
He might go full James Harden. I
Yeah,
think we
that's what I
could
mean.
see a Steph Curry like 70 or 80 point game this season.
Yeah,
One of those
uh,
nights where just everything goes in. And
yeah, because he's
unlike,
just going to keep shooting as well. Because the thing is with, I mean, what is it? Where I don't know where I've heard it, but like the of people taking bad threes is like you shouldn't be taking like contested threes like that unless you're Steph Curry. Is
yeah,
basically if Steph Curry gets hot,
he's playing a different game.
which he does, like if he's going to be shooting all the time, he's going to have a hot streak like that every night. He'll just hit threes from anywhere, no matter
Yeah,
how you defend him.
there's nothing you can do about it.
So it's sort of
And
like okay, they just win.
in the
They
past,
just
there've been games where he's on for a massive, massive night, and actually because they've been so good, they've sat him. This
yeah
Warriors team's probably not going to thrash people, so he's going to stay in games, and he's just going to be throwing the ball in the air and it going through the hoop.
yeah
He's going to be unbelievably fun to watch. It's very cliche and etc. to say he's going to be the most exciting player to watch this season, but he really is. He's going to be just on
yeah
absolute fire the whole year.
yeah. I'm actually quite excited to watch the Warriors this year. Probably more than like the last couple of years because well, as we're talking about the start, last couple of years it was like they're almost too good when they're just. I mean, in some ways, I mean, it was always fun. A point like the when they had the quarter where they just demolished the other team, but you always knew it was coming.
Yeah,
It was like they were just so good and so efficient that it's just like, yeah, they're just gonna win. You're just watching them. You know when were watching the Warriors, you're just gonna turn the TV on to watch the Warriors win a basketball game. Pretty
yeah.
much,
It's
it might
just
be fun along
by
the
how
way, but
much
yeah.
are the other team going to
Um,
dare to get some points? Is basically the thing.
Whereas this year, no one's going to expect it, but I still think they're going to be very good because I can't really see why they wouldn't be. Um, I mean, I guess not having Clay is still quite a big. It's like a big
Defen
thing for spacing. But like,
defensive Defensively is the concern.
yeah, I guess so. But I mean, do they need defending? Are they even going to need to defend?
They're going to need a bit of it.
Yeah, but I mean to make it to the playoffs, um, they will do a bit, I suppose. But they're not going to need to be one of the top defenses in the leagues or something because they're going to have one of the best offenses. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
basically if you compare it to like the the Warriors when they have like Thompson, Curry, and Green on the floor. Basically, most of the year instead of Thompson, they're going to have D'Angelo Russell, which is
there's a
not
pretty big downgrade
this
defensively.
big downgrade defensively, yeah, and it's not the same level as shooting. But it's like it's still an MVP level player and two All Stars. And most teams don't have that. And I think the big thing as well is that sometimes is not mentioned enough is the fit. Obviously everyone knows that basically Curry and Draymond Green, and as we've seen with the Warriors, is like the system is not just an MVP and two All Stars. It's like they fit perfectly together. They work perfectly together, and
Well,
everything.
they nearly took the Raptors to Game 7.
Yeah,
I mean, the Raptors, who were phenomenal, the Green and Curry duet is pretty unstoppable at times. There's also going to be the factor. I want to move on from the Warriors, I think, but there's also the
yeah, we've not got long
D'Angelo
left.
Russell D'Angelo Russell handling the ball, which means Steph can go and run around again.
Yeah,
What do you do then? What is Russell going to get open when he's on?
yeah, that's the thing.
He's
It's going
got
to be a little
got
bit
to
of
be
a
interesting to watch.
dynamic to when it's Clay and Curry, because Clay doesn't exactly do that much. But yeah, a little bit, maybe a bit more like when they've had Durant, yeah, and Curry gets to run around and find space. Like they'll actually be
Yeah.
able to do that a bit. Um. So yeah. So what do you move on to? We've got like 5 minutes.
Let's stick with that little group. Do you think we should touch on Houston briefly? I don't
Yeah.
think either of us are particularly high on them being
No, let's just briefly.
contenders.
Basically, yeah. Basically, for the opposite of that last thing I just said about the Warriors with the whole fit is I don't see at the moment how Westbrook and Harden are going to work. especially when Westbrook can't shoot anymore. And Harden is really like is the most impressive thing about him is having the ball in his hands all the time.
I need to see it to believe it is my thing.
I mean,
I'm not
could be
confident.
proved wrong, but basically it's like this. It's just another one of the things that's quite exciting about this season is it's another like massive uncertainty that we'll have to see.
I get the argument that they both want it to work and they both want to win, but they
Yeah.
are two of the most ball dominant players ever.
Yeah, it's not just about whether
Show
they want
me.
it to work. It's about their skill sets. It's like when James
Yeah.
Harden was not, the main man on the team and didn't have the ball in his hands all the time, he was not an MVP caliber player.
And
Russell
also
Westbrook is no longer an MVP caliber player because it's like, as much as anything, I can see how maybe they can make a system where it works, but then did James Harden go back to just being like a decent player? Like,
I don't. It's not going to happen. He's not going to drop off.
He's not going to be as good as the last couple of years if he doesn't have the ball as much, basically. And if he has the ball all the time, then Russell Westbrook is completely pointless because he can't shoot, so he can't really space the floor or anything.
Yeah, I'm willing to be proved wrong, but they could win loads of regular season games. It's just I think that's going to be because in the playoffs you're going to want Harden to have the ball quite a lot of the time because he's so good at ISO.
Yeah.
But then it's not good. I don't see how it's going to work that well. Maybe I end up being wrong. Maybe just having two brilliant guards is going to work out somehow. But I'm not confident. I would have Utah and Denver ahead of them in the West at the moment for title chance, not necessarily for regular season win total.
Yeah, I would.
But for the chance of winning the title. So that relegates them quite a long way down my list of title contenders.
To at least. Yeah, I'd have them like 6th or 7th in the West, probably around there. But yeah, again, they may do better in the regular season, but in terms of how likely they are to win the title. Okay, we're very nearly out of time. So, have you got anything else to add?
Yeah, there's plenty more we could waffle on about, but if we're out of time, then I suppose it doesn't matter too much. We can do another podcast.
We could always do another one soon. Yeah.
It'd be good to delve into the Eastern Conference below Philly and Boston and Milwaukee a bit, I think.
Yeah.
The Miami, Indiana, Detroit, Orlando area of the East, I think.
Maybe we'll do that next time. So are you going to be watching any of the games at the start of the year?
I'm going to be watching the Celtics and Sixers, definitely.
That's tomorrow, is it? Tomorrow night?
If Zion was playing, I'd be more keen to stay up for the Pelicans and Raptors, but I might have to settle for the highlights of that and the Lakers and Clippers.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know. I maybe end up watching some of it tonight. Depends what happens. But yeah, it's going to be good. Can't wait to actually get into watching.
It'd be nice for it to actually start
again.
Yeah, it's been such a big build up to it, and it's poised.
Yeah. Anyway, anyone still listening at this point, you might want to have a look at franchisesports.co.uk for some articles and stuff
and such.
Yeah. I don't know if there's been an NBA recently, but
there have been some, yeah.
Has there? Okay.
But there will be more coming up as the season starts.
Yeah, there'll start being more soon.
Exactly.
Goodbye.
Bye.